All right, what's going on? Doing it from the beginning. I'm gonna be testing the microphone right now to see if the microphone works, because the one before pretty much didn't work. Phone works, cause all right, all right. So it works. So we're gonna try to discuss it like this. So the microphone is next to me, so it doesn't. All right. So we're gonna try to get this video fresh. Um, see if we can get everything together here. So my name is Paid, cause there's the story of me. Pretty interesting how I got my name. So I started looking for stocks. I think I lost my job in like 2008, and then I was researching on the internet to try how to trade stocks, and then I gave up, and then pretty much this guy found me on Yahoo message board because I was posting a lot of information on Yahoo message board. That was a long time ago, like it was in 2010 or whatever. And this guy eventually found out about me, and I ended up making him, like, I don't know, like 20 grand. He made like $20,000 in like 3 days. And I think I was working that day. I was freelancing that day. Anyway, so my speciality, what I'm good at, is pretty much crunching numbers. Crunching numbers is what I do best. Pretty much my speciality, what I'm good at, is pretty much crunching numbers. Crunching numbers is what I do best. So hopefully you guys understand how well I crunch numbers. Let's see how well I can see myself. Hopefully you guys understand how well I crunch numbers. All right, so this videos so this video shows up pretty good. I do have to get some sleep. Tell you the truth, sleep is important. So anyway, so this stock is CGRA. Anyway, so um the way I do it, we're gonna try to review the video. So each day I wake up in the morning and I alert a stock or I buy a stock. And I used to use equity feed. Now it's scans, and that is really how I used to do it. Nowadays I pretty much let's see if I can get that window up. Now pretty much I have a settings that I use in trade ideas to find OTC stocks. So that setting is, see if I can see it. That setting is right about, see if we can find the window capture. So every single day, I pretty much get into this, go over on the, let's see, get over in midday. Where is it? Gainers midday. Is that it? No, that's for hold on, let me see. Gainers midday. OTC's midday. Anyway, so I created my own little tiny script here to pretty much embed in my in my trade ideas, because I pay trade ideas yearly. And so I made a new script how to find OTCs. You can get this script by pretty much signing up to my website and getting the script. So anyway, so each day I pretty much go through them. Today we had NBLD, then you had CGRA here, the top third gainer. They're not all good, but the majority are pretty much crappy. The way I find OTCs is using this scanner, and I also find it through scans. Sometimes Scan sends me an email at the end of the day, and I pretty much take some tickers from Scans and put them on my main watch list. So you can see, so here in my um in my trade ideas over here, some of them are F's and I don't use them, and some of them are Y's and I don't use them. So I pretty much go all through them and see which one is liquid. So what does liquidity mean for me? In order for me to trade a stock, especially an OTC stock, the difference between small caps and OTCs are that, OTCs are very illiquid. So I go through all these, put on my watch list, and pretty much um, get get the top three or top five that pretty much caught my attention, and then I send them to subscribers. So that is kind of like the routine that I do every single day. I'm pretty much used to it. But what does constitute as, liquid? You can see so here, CGRA. If I were gonna look at CGRA here, you can see so on this day over here, it was trading about 10 million shares before I found out about it. And 10 million shares means at an average price of 5 cents, let's call it 5 cents or 4 cents or 3 cents. So the stock traded around $500 volume, $500,000 volume. So the rule that I made for me, considering all the courses that I read and all the DVDs and all the gurus I listened to, the rule I made for myself to never be more than 3% of the overall daily volume. And I don't know how many times I've gone through this rule because you don't want to influence the stock, you don't want to sell a position, and then it pretty much tanks on you. So the way I did it is like, you got right here 10 million. So you pretty much let's see if you pretty much see if we can get that thing here. Uh so you pretty much have 10 million daily volume, average price of 0.05. You multiply that together, so that gives you the dollar volume. That means how much dollars are going in and out of that stock. You never want to be more than 3% of the dollar volume. So you take that 0.03 because that's 3%, multiply that by $500,000 volume, so that's 15,000 in dollars. So you should never be more than 300,000 share size. So right now I do have a position of 200,000 shares at an average price of 51, around over here somewhere, which was, I don't know where was my position. It was around somewhere here. You see these blocks. One of them is part of my block because I have 200,000 somewhere in here. That was my block that I was adding into this position, and then it pretty much went to the moon to about 87. So what got me to alert this stock is another stock that worked out really well. GDSM, is it? I don't remember which stock it was, but it was another stock that I traded. GDVM. So you got to understand that, stocks are like brothers and sisters, and the people that trade OTCs are pretty much the people that are broke, have less than 4,000 to their name, are in the first 1 year or 2 year or 3 year. I mean, the people that trade OTCs are beginners. People that believe in the next Google or next Microsoft or the next, they think is going to come from the OTC market, it's going to go to NASDAQ, and then it's going to get bought out by Google. That's usually not the case. I mean, I have not seen any of them. I have seen them, uplist to like NASDAQ, but I have not seen them continuously go up like a Google company or the next Amazon. So GDSM went from like, I don't know, half a penny to 5 pennies over here, and then consolidated and broke out. So if I were gonna put GDSM, hold on, side by side, hold on, let me see if I can get you guys to understand. Let's see if I can. Well, hold on a second. There it is. So if I were to put GDSM side by side to GD, hold on. What's the other one that I traded? G CGRA. Let me put these two side by side so you can see what I saw. CGRA here. If I pull the daily out, look at this. If I put the daily out, it's like does this stock, if you look to the left. Let me guys get you guys to see what I saw. Um, does this stock over here to my right, doesn't, CGRA looks somewhat exactly like GDVM. This is GDVM. Before it made its move, you can see so here like 5 cents, about 5 cents over here, up to I mean half a cent, half a penny over here, half a penny over here, and then it pretty much ran to 5 cents, and then it ran to 5 cents, and then it broke this resistance over here, and then I mean it broke this resistance over here. So GDVM, and then GDVM broke this resistance, which is 5. So CGRA is probably going to do something similar. So you got to understand, charts and stocks are like brothers and sisters. If one of them starts moving, other similar stocks that look like that will start moving. Same thing in like the low float market. Same thing with like Amazon, Google, Metaverse or whatever. I mean, if Alibaba had bad earnings, it's very likely Amazon's gonna have bad earnings. So if GDVM went from half a penny to 5 pennies and then consolidated and did a 52-week breakout and ran to 9 cents, I mean, CGRA is the only stock that looks identical to GDVM. So when I was long GDVM, which I made a huge gain in GDVM, I bought CGRA because if one works, the next one's gonna work. Same thing in like Google, Amazon, Netflix. I mean, if if Netflix has bad earnings, it's very likely Disney Plus will have bad earnings. Very likely Hulu's gonna have bad earnings. So it's like a sector kind of deal. So if this setup did great, if you have a great continuation after this breakout, CGRA is going to finish. So first off, I have to have a liquidity requirement, which we talked about over here. So I always run a liquidity requirement because, some of these stocks are very illiquid, and, I'm not interested in trading anything illiquid. Let's see if I can get you guys to see. I don't know where I'm trying to get you guys. There it is. So that is my liquidity requirement. Like I said, if I look at the daily right now, I saw it was trading 10 million shares. So that average price of 5 cents over here. So my position size should never be more than 200, 300,000. So now CGRA broke this 5 cent where when I initially alerted it, when I initially bought it, and then went vertical, like all the way up to 87. So what happens is, got everybody looked at, all the OTC market, because the OTC market is made of, people, all the people that were trading OTCs, because they've been trading, people that trade OTC trade other OTCs. They don't just jump from OTC to small caps to options to trading the overall market. So, what happened here, you had multiple days, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 day, 6 days, that pretty much condensed into one parabolic green day. Because when people figure out that this pattern is working, people are just jumping on the bandwagon, and soon enough it hit 87. So, so first off, I had a liquidity requirement. I had I had a past indicative, and the third thing, I was also familiar. I was familiar with the ticker. I don't remember when CGRA ran, but I think it ran a long time ago. I think it ran. I don't remember when exactly it ran, but I'm very familiar with the ticker. Like, for example, today in the small cap market, we have tops, and tops, I'm very familiar with the ticker. So people come back to tickers that they were comfortable with. And CGRA, I was very comfortable with this ticker because I traded this ticker I think it was a long time ago. I don't know. I'm very familiar with the ticker. And to me, it was just like a no-brainer to go buy it in the 5 cents as it went all the way up to 87 today. So there's a couple things you need to know. Number one, it has to meet your liquidity requirement. Number two, you have to buy the breakout and you have to be in the right sector. Number three, you have to have breakouts that work. Breakouts are important for them to work. And number four, you're gonna have to look at the message board, which we are gonna be looking at the message board right now. I don't technically look at message boards that much, to tell you the truth. Let's see if we can find the message boards. That is not the message board. And that is not the message board. That is not the message board. You gotta bear with me because I'm trying to get you guys to understand what I'm doing here. Let's see if I can find the message board. So we have the message board here. So I always like looking at the message board to see, like, it's an oil and gas play, mining, mineral, natural resources in the United States. So I don't know when this stock was very much active because I do remember trading it in the past. I do remember trading it a long time ago. I don't know when I traded this one, but it was long, long time ago. I don't know if it was in 2010. I'm gonna try to see if I can find a chart on it. But I remember trading CGRA a long time ago, and you can see so here that it actually broke this 217 2017 high of like, I don't know, 5 cents. So CGRA is the ticker to me is very I'm familiar with the ticker. And soon enough we had a huge squeeze from like, I don't know, 5 cents up to like 90 cents, which is probably gonna be higher on Monday. No doubt about it. It's probably gonna be higher on Monday. Looking at their website, looks like it's oil and gas play. I traded this one in the past. Meeting the energy needs societies, creating opportunity, real estate. And I looked at the message boards, looks like the market cap is around 40 million. Um, and it was just, you actually have shareholder account. I don't know, mining. Anyway, so we're gonna go back to the message boards. You can see soon, very soon. I mean, everybody's hyped up about the stock. You can see that the message board on Yahoo Finance, it's very positive. 1 minute ago, 4 minutes ago, 6 minutes ago, 12 minutes ago. So there's a lot of positivity on it, and the point is that people are talking about it, and people are excited to buy it, and people are pretty much talking about it. That's what I wanted to see. I don't want to be the only guy, trading this stock. Let's see which we got the video working here. So we got the video working here. So the video works just fine. So let's review, guys. I want to guys get you to review what is my process of doing these things because a lot of people just want to jump in and they don't really understand the process because there's a process to this. Let's see. So window capture device, window capture WordPad. So here's the process. A lot of people do not understand the process. The process. Here we go. The process. Number one, liquidity requirement. So no more 3% overall daily volume, daily dollar volume. Check. So we check that one. Number two, Um, let's see, that's pretty good. So that is like my forte. My forte is numbers and making money. Number two, finding breakouts, setups. That is number two. Number three, past breakouts are working in this market. You know, you can be in a market in which breakouts are not working, and you can be in a market where breakouts are working. So we're in a market in which breakouts are working. Number four, around the holidays, usually 52-week breakouts in OTCs work. Number five, let's see, familiar past runners, familiar tickers. So the process, first off, let's review. In order for you to get the most amount of amount of money out of your account, there's certain criteria that I look for. I look for liquidity requirements for the stocks that I have on my equity feed or scans or trade ideas that I just set up. The liquidity requirement is 3% of the overall daily volume. If the stock is only trading $5,000, I do not care if this stock, I don't care about the stock because you don't want to be the guy influencing the stock. You don't want to have nobody to sell with. Number two, you got to find breakout setups, and a good way to find breakout setups is to go into my DVD course and pretty much go over, the breakout setups. If you were subscribed for my stuff, if you've been following me since like 2008, you would understand that. Let's see if we can get the breakout chapter here. Window capture. There's the one. There we go. Chrome. So what really will help you out is going through the right over here. This breakout pattern right about here. You're going through the courses, the OTCs, and the OTC bouncers, and how I scan for stocks, and how the pumps work, and how to find stocks, and how to build a watch list. I mean, these are crucial information that you want to find about OTCs. So the process, liquidity requirements, breakout setups, breakouts that work in this market, you're around the holidays, and number five is past runner, familiar ticker. Those are like my top. That is how I find I get the most amount of money for my buck. I already received a couple of emails from, let's see, who have I received an email from Will right about here. Made a lot, thanks paid, it's been a while. Made money, made a lot of dough in CGRA, much appreciated. I don't know if you guys see that. See if I can zoom out of this one. So we do have, let's see. So I do have a lot of thank you emails for everybody that took advantage of this opportunity. I mean, because the stock did go up 50% from, actually, it went up about 70% from where I did alert it. You have to go through the educational material. Let's see, there we go. Educational material. And let's see, that is the educational material. This is it. Trying to get you to see. So I bought the breakout because GDSM worked really nicely. GDSM, is it GDSM? GDVM worked really nicely, and CGRA just followed suit. What happened in CGRA today is that a lot of people looked at GDVM, that, GDVM had a 5 cent breakout and went to 9 cents. And they looked at CGRA and they said 5 cents to 9 cents. And it actually did that in a day. So instead of doing that in just, multiple days as GDVM took, because it took it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. CGRA did it in one day. So what do I expect for this stock on Monday? I potentially do expect the stock to potentially gap up and potentially push a little bit at the open. I am is expecting that, 10 cents or 9, 10 cents will probably be an area of resistance. I don't think is gonna be. I think the 10 cent mark is probably gonna be an area of resistance, and it was a great play. Make sure you sign up to my newsletter, and sign up to my service to get these watch lists as breakouts has been happening very nicely. Other than that, guys, congratulations on your profit. I do not see any questions, and see you guys in the next video. Peace out.